Okie dokie. Hi everyone, it's Anthony back with another video here on Single N Placing. Hi, hope you're having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. Hope you're doing well. Today we're doing a little vlog, walk and chat type situation here. This is Colton Trail. We've actually done a different part of this. I think it was right around, was it around Memorial Day? I forget, but on that vlog I had commented how the parking lot was packed, and so I found this little sneaky spot over by where I used to work. Well, this is the actual regular parking lot. Not full today, which was nice. Me and Apollo did a little morning hike already today. Got up this morning, did a little morning hike. I wanted to go all the way up in the mountains, but I was looking at some of the traffic up some of the highways I go down, and it was just busy. So we ended up just doing something close to the house over around South Table, and now we're doing a second run. But I wanted to bring you along so we could do some responding to your comments. But before we do that, I'm going to try to get him to go potty. Try to get him to go potty out here in the green so we're close to the trash can, and then we'll go for our walk. But we'll see what happens. But I'll give you a quick life update while we're trying to trying to wait for Apollo here. Yeah, life's going good. I filmed a Whippin' Jam yesterday. I still need to edit that and ideally get that posted soon. Hopefully you've already seen it. And I have this whole week off. Yesterday I did work a little bit, like a half day. But today I did not. I still have, maybe I need to hop online one more time this week. Yes, we have a potty break. Hold on. Okay, just threw that away. But yeah, I might have a little bit more work to do, responding to a couple of emails tonight when I get home, if not early tomorrow morning. But other than that, I should be good for the rest of the week. So yeah, we'll see. The whole office has tomorrow off because it's Juneteenth, so I might be able to work in quiet, because one of the things with like working, at least for me, and this is just a personal thing, but like sometimes I'll try to work when I'm like not at work, you know. I don't do it often, but sometimes I do. And one of the things that's nice about it is I'll mark myself as offline so people don't know I'm there. But then once you start sending emails, obviously people will respond to those emails, and I just get in this trap where I'm like, I just wanted to like get this next step done to keep the process moving, and then I'll be done until I get back. But then someone will respond with a question or like a, hey, can you do this? Or since you're online, blah, 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 like here's a couple questions, and I just get sucked back into the back and forth rather than just sending it off and being done with it. So, but that's more of a personal thing more than anything else. But if I do a little bit of work tomorrow, nobody will be online, so I will get to actually work without having to worry about someone being like, oh, can I give you a quick call about this? I'm like, no, I just wanted to send that to you and then disappear, you know? But, yeah, so my coworker yesterday, when I was working, he knows I'm on vacation. And so I'm just like working in the background, and then we were supposed to have a one-on-one call that normally happens on Mondays, but obviously we weren't going to do it yesterday because I'm on vacation. But then he saw that I was sending emails and stuff, and then like started the meeting, and I was like, no, I'm not trying to do meetings, I'm just doing some background stuff. He's like, oh, okay, I figured if you were like online you might want to chat. And I was like, no, I'm good. It's like, unless there's anything major that you need from me. He's like, no. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'd rather just do this stuff in mystery, you know. Come on, let's keep going. Little bum. The only thing that's annoying about this hike, at least this stretch of it, is it's just a straight road. So it's a little boring, but at some point we may flip around. There's a little windy part too, so. Okay, so we're gonna go as long as I can, given my phone's battery. I filmed 6 unboxings today, 6 or 7 at the time of filming this. And so my battery on my phone was almost dead because I filmed those with my phone. And I didn't have much time between finishing those and heading out for this walk. So I'm gonna go as long as I have a charge. I did charge it a little bit, but it's like at 40 something percent, I think. So we're gonna go as long as I have battery to respond to comments. And then that'll be that for this little hike. So as far as diamond painting stuff goes, I got another like half section done on Primrose, still slow going. And that's really about it since in the past couple of days. I haven't really been diamond painting too much. I have mostly been working on editing and posting videos that I had already recorded or unboxings. And I've also been writing some stuff for the skincare hobby side of things. And then just kind of hanging out with the roommates. So not a lot of progress or updates on anything. Yeah, I think I may have done a section of Primrose prior to that since the last time we've like chit-chatted, but not much at all. I think I'm gonna make the decision to go ahead and get started on A Question of Reality, just so I have a chance of having a finish by the end of that event. Just with the way Primrose is going, I think it's gonna take a lot longer than I was anticipating. And I'd like to get that done by the end of the event, but I'd also like to have A Question of Reality done by the end of that event. So, and it seems like I had a couple people comment that they would prefer to have a 2-month-long MOOC event at the end of the year versus a 2-month Question of Reality event, which I agree with. So I think that's the route I'm gonna go. A Question of Reality will just be September of 2024, and then Mookamania will be November, December. I think that's how it's gonna play out. So, of course, when I do official announcements in August for A Question of Reality, and then October for Mookamania, you'll have all the details, but I'm pretty sure that's how that's gonna play out. So yeah, I'd like to have one finish for each of the events that I've done this year. So that means Primrose needs to get done, Question of Reality, and then another Mooka for Mookamania, which will most likely be Medi from Jaded Gem Shop. And then everything else in between will just be hopefully my other whips. And maybe one oceany themed kit, like an ocean vibes kit. I'd like to get one of those done, so like cresting or something like that, most likely cresting. Then Lotus with Koi Fish needs to be finished and then done again. And then I mentioned another kit that I was really excited to kit up on a recent unboxing. I wonder I forget what it was now. I was super excited in the moment, but now it's like, it's a blur. It's all a blur, all the unboxings I've been doing. What was that? Let me look at my... Sorry. Sorry. Ooh. Got a little bit of phlegm stuck right there. Hold on. Oh, okay. Now I remember. You probably... Maybe you'll have seen this, or seen it by the time this vlog goes up. Uh, yeah, you may have already seen this, but I have an upcoming unboxing, at least at the time of filming this, of Heaven's Gate by Jenny Lee, and I fell in love with that kit when I unboxed it all over again. So I said, ooh, I'm kitting this up right now. I haven't done it yet. I calmed down after the unboxing because I was like, really? You really think you're gonna get that done anytime soon? But the colors are awesome. So yeah, I'd like to get that done. So, and then I have, you know, all my whips, Stella, my custom from Jaded Gem Shop. So yeah, I think my year's pretty much planned out, you know, with event stuff and kit stuff, but we'll see. You know me, I'll get a wild hair and be like, I'm gonna randomly start on this. So especially now that I'm doing a bunch of unboxings and going through my stash, I'm like, like I know that there's a big long round drill kit from Eau Claire Studio that's a mountainy kind of landscape. I forget what it's called, but I know that I'm gonna want to kit that up just because I really liked that artwork. So yeah, anyway, so that's kind of what's going on in the diamond painting world for me. As far as the rest of this week, I really do want to go up into the mountains with Apollo at some point. So we might try to do that tomorrow. Get up early and just try to beat the rush up into the mountains, and either that or go down to the springs. I'm not sure. I was even thinking Pikes Peak. Bring you guys along for that. So maybe that. We'll see. I have, as far as what I'd like to film, I have 8 kits in my dining room that I grabbed from the garage that I'd like to unbox over the next couple of days and get those scheduled. And then once those are done, I probably have about a dozen more in the stash that need to be filmed. So I have about 20. If I could get 20 unboxings done this week, that would be amazing, because then that would be my entire stash all unboxed, and I wouldn't have any more unboxings. Not that I don't like them, but it'll be nice just to say they're all done until I buy a new kit. That's that. And I've been scheduling them every other day the past couple weeks, or the past week. I might start doing every third day or something like that, but I'm like, I'm not gonna make somebody wait a year and a half to see, or a year to see a kit that I have had in my stash for a year. So I'm like, let's just get these all knocked out, and once I start getting some finishes and deciding to make some more purchases, then I'll be caught up with my own stash, so you get to see new releases and stuff in real time. But who knows? But yeah, just to me, it didn't make sense of like, okay, you bought this kit 2 years ago, and it's scheduled to go up February of 2025, So I'm like, let's just get it all out, and it keeps people engaged and that kind of thing. So that was my thought process of doing just getting all my unboxings done if I'm in the mood for it. So. And it is kind of nice to go through and look at everything and think about enhancement drills and stuff. So there's only one kit so far that I've filmed that I was like, this isn't something that this is something that would be in a D stash, and I kind of forgot about it. I think there might actually be 2 kits, this one and one other, that are just not for me. And I think they both came in mystery boxes, or they both came in a mystery box from Diamond Art Club. So I didn't choose them myself, But I'm not destashing. I dread the idea. So I'll either save them till the very end when my stash is depleted and do them along with like the Last Supper or something, and just do them just to do them, or I may give them away to someone local who wants to try diamond painting. But I'm not going to say what they are because maybe I will at a future time, but I just don't want people to be like, I want Anthony, I've been dying for that kit. You can't just give it away. You can't, if you don't want it, I'll take it, because I don't want to be the jerk, because I'm not mailing stuff. So I'm sorry. And I know that both of them are discontinued as well. So you can't get them anymore, but destashing is just not for me. I'm so sorry. So I'll either just work on them years and years from now, or give them to somebody who wants to try diamond painting. But anyway, I'm still gonna unbox them and everything. You know what? That's not true. There's actually more. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, because I think there's 4. I think there's 4. No, maybe there's even 5. Now I'm thinking back to like what I saw in my stash. Okay, so one of them is from, I think his name is Jeremiah Kettner, and I forget what the kit is called. I just filmed it today, but I forget what it's called, but it came in a mystery box, and I don't believe it's in production anymore. And then there's a Hannah Lynn, that's a square that has a parrot. I don't know what that's called. Christie, maybe? And so that one I think I got in a mystery box as well. That neither of those are really my cup of tea. I would most likely give them away. Then I have a Spider-Man one that came in a mystery box that I'm not too jazzed about. And then there's The Boy Who Lived, the Harry Potter one, that I already tried to destash once, and maybe even twice, and it didn't sell, so I'm just gonna hang on to it. I think I'm gonna do that for one of my colleagues who really likes Harry Potter. And then I have the Garfield one, of course, which I think is back up for sale on the Diamond Art Club site for those that were really interested in that one. And there may be one more specialty themed one, because I remember seeing another black Diamond Art Club box in my stash, so it must have been another mystery box one. But yeah, pretty much all those mystery box ones I forgot about them because I didn't seek them out, and I'm just not interested. But you know what? Maybe I will be interested when I get to the end of my stash and I don't have any other diamond paintings to work on. So we'll see. But yeah, so let's go ahead and dive into these Cam-Mints. I'm hoping that once we get over this hill, there's something of better interest, because this is a bit of a snooze fest for both me and Apollo, just going in a long straight line. Okay. So, where are you? Comments, refresh, and we're gonna play the scrolling game. At a certain point in this too, at certain points I will have to pause for a bit to heart and like the responses from my Mooka, my first Summer with the Masters video, because I haven't done that yet. I picked the winners of the giveaway, which will be announced in July, but I haven't heart and liked anything yet, so I may have to pause and do that occasionally, because there's a lot of those and I want to clear them. And I thank you so much for the comments. But okay, so we already mentioned Michelle's. Okay, so going to my unboxing of Rebreathe by Yume Art, Lisa Noof said, "Hi Anthony, the rendering on this is amazing. According to how beautiful it is without drills, I can't wait to see your finish with the drills on it. Do you know the backstory of this one? It seems she's breathing in nature, so I assume she must live somewhere with bad air quality, maybe. Either way, she's stunning. Yeah, I'm curious about that too. I just filmed an unboxing for Respire, which is a very similar image. And there's got to be something, some sort of message or meaning, but I don't know offhand. Maybe when I do get to working on those kits, I'll see if I can. I'll look on the Diamond Art Club site and see what the little lore, the little story they tell is, and maybe I'll even reach out to Yume Art and see if they'd be willing to do some kind of artist spotlight or something. That might be cool. What is it? What is it? He's like, I don't know what that is. Oh, man. But yeah, it is beautiful. It's got to have something to do with, like, pollution. I'm not sure. I'm curious, just as much as you are. So once I get to that kit, maybe I'll do a little bit of a dive. Thank you for the comment. Gabriel Melis, oh my gosh. Gabriel Melanson Perel says, my first summer with the Masters. So excited. Yay, I'm glad you're here. Thank you. And then going to my vlog episode 114, Mia over at Mia's Life with KFS says, yay, Apollo, you're getting so brave with the water. I can't believe that right now you are on your way to Cedar Point, Anthony. Enjoy and send me a selfie or something on Insta. I can't wait for the vlog. You know that, right? Take care and love to both of you. Yes, thank you so much. And yeah, I had a blast. That trip was awesome. I'm already kind of missing the thrill of the roller coasters, but I'm happy to be back with my boy. And I'll have to do something like that again in the future. Let me just get to the top of this hill. Hold on. Okay. This road is just, or this path is just hilly. So I keep getting up to like the crest of one like we are now, and then there's like another one. I'm like, okay, when do we get to the downhill part? But we're just gonna push through. It is really pretty here today. We've got a little bit of some thunderstorms threatening off in the distance there to the west, but yeah, there's just kind of scattered looking showers here and there, but very dramatic looking sky today. Thank you so much, Mia, for the comment. I appreciate it. And then a couple more comments going to my unboxing of Rebreathe. Leslie Diamond Paint says, this one's in my stash. Love the idea behind it. Thanks for the video. Of course. Thank you for watching. And then Mia says, I really like the image. Do I remember correctly that DAC released one very similar? Yeah, it's called Respire. That unboxing will be up, at least at the time of filming this. I don't think you'll have seen it yet, maybe. But that unboxing will be coming up, if it isn't already up, the next week or two. I already filmed it. I just need to edit and get it posted and scheduled. So, then going to my finish and review of Gizmonda by Alphonse Mucha. Sabine Swess says, hi Anthony, this painting is just wonderful. I love it. To your question, it is probably crazy, but I would probably do the whole kit in the correct size a second time. I would not want this one to be the only one in another size, and I would as well want the title included, but that's just me being a monk. Greetings from Austria, Sabine. Hi, Sabine. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna make any decisions right now because the thought of having just spent a month working on a kit and then just starting over for the sake of making it look different, I'd rather do other projects for now because I think it looks fine for now. But once I do all the other ones, and however many years that takes me, and I get all of the other eight or nine done, and that I go back to this one and I'm like, oh yeah, it does look weird, then maybe I'll change my tune. But that's a couple years out at least. So who knows what life might look like by then, but I'm not going to tackle that right now. I have more exciting kits that I'd like to work on, and again, I think it looks fine as a standalone piece. So we'll see. I have Medi, which is the second one, coming up in November. So once I finish that, who knows, maybe I'll be like, oh, I do want this done differently, but as it stands, I'm fine. Thank you so much for the comment. And then going to my unboxing of Wizard's Spell by Sam Sundrum. Mia's Life with KFS says, eek, I love this canvas. The event will be Wizards in general, but people will be encouraged to do Wizard's Spell if they have it. I still ponder about the new start. I guess that will be debated in some lives. I'm waiting for a restock. It sold out before I could snatch it. Did you notice that this one has a telescope as well? Yeah, it's really cool. That's funny. Thank you for the unboxing and for mentioning my upcoming event. Yeah, of course. And if you end up doing a formal like announcement for it or whatever, I'll make sure to repost it and share it on Instagram, all that good stuff, because it was so much fun this year and I'm looking forward to doing it again next year. So yeah, keep moving. Okay, then we have Casey, that's me, going back to my vlog episode 114, said, thanks for your company, have a great vacation. Thank you. And then some additional comments to my unboxing of Wizard's Spell. Sparkling Spectrumite. Hi, Hannah. Said, ooh, the colors on that are gorgeous. How fun. Yeah, I can't wait to work on it. And then Jolly Roger says, I kind of like the sound of a dog barking as long as it isn't a little annoying one. Really enjoy your videos, but where do I find your finished pieces? Also, how do you finish and frame your pieces when they're done? Do you seal them? So all of my finishes are on my channel under Finish and Review. I absolutely don't finish as many as I unbox, that's for sure. But hopefully, maybe someday that'll change once I get done unboxing my stash. But yeah, they're all there. I think the last one that I finished was Muted Sound, and that was a few weeks ago. So yeah. As far as do I finish or frame my pieces, when I'm done, I just paint the borders with black acrylic paint, usually 2, if not 3 coats. And I don't seal my canvases unless I'm giving it away as a gift to somebody. And usually if it's somebody that I know might handle it poorly, like a friend that's a guy that doesn't really care too much about it, but just doesn't care about it in the sense that he doesn't realize that, you know, it's technically a little bit more delicate. And so if I have a friend like that that really likes the kit that I do, I will seal it for them. And I think you can search my channel for like sealing a diamond painting. I won't walk you through the whole process now because I've tried several different methods. And for instance, I just sealed Muted Sound because I'm giving it to my brother and I'm not sure if he'll be fussing with it or if it'll get dropped or just bunched up in a corner somewhere. So I did seal that one. And yeah, next time I seal a diamond painting, I'll film it because my most recent method is a little unorthodox and kind of weird. And I don't know if it works long term, but it certainly works in the short term to like get it to somebody so they can frame it or hang it up. But yeah, I've been spraying, I'll just tell you, I've been spraying my canvases with hairspray before I give them to somebody, the past 2 that I've done. Come on, Apollo. Let's go. You're not giving up this early. Yeah, I just take a high shine, flexible hold, so not a super crispy hold hairspray. I found a can from Chi brand at Marshall's that lasted me like 3 kits. And once I'm all done with the canvas, and before or after I paint it doesn't matter, paint the borders, I just go over it with a good coat of hairspray, and that really seems to keep the drills from slipping and sliding around. I was worried about that. I did it last year on McKeeling, when I was having issues with that kit, I was hairspraying it in sections as I finished it so the drills wouldn't pop off, and it worked really well. It's like, I wonder if I could just seal a canvas with this, and it seems to work. But I don't know what that means long term. Like, I don't know if the hairspray ingredients will eat away at the glue or stain it. I don't know. It's not something that's tried or tested, nor would I recommend it to anybody because I don't know. But like I said, for short term, it seems to lock the drills in place and it keeps the shine. If not, sometimes it enhances the shine. The only thing I could imagine being not great is if you got your canvas wet, then it might, make it sticky because it's hairspray. But I mean, I don't know. It works for me. I've only done it on 2 kits that I've given away, and then I did it on McKeeling, and it seemed to work really well. So come on, let's go. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's a real thing, but I'm doing it. It seems to work. So hold on. Okay, so we'll probably do 2 miles one way and then flip around, because I honestly didn't realize that this piece of this path or trail didn't, at least not quickly, connect to the rest of the trail, which goes all in and around these hills and stuff. We've been all the way over to where that body of water is straight ahead, or been nearby it, and I thought this all connected, but this just seems to be a property road. It was a trail, or it was a property road, and now it's part of a trail, and it's just straight lines, and it's pretty boring. So, I mean, the views are pretty, but it's just like walking down a dirt road. So I'm just kind of like, "Meh, meh." So I'll probably do 2 miles, flip around, that'll put us at 4. So let me try to get to some more of these questions. But yeah, I don't have a specific method for sealing my diamond paintings, and the only time I do that is if I'm gonna give it away as a gift. I've used the Tombow Mono Aqua Glue, which I have a video on, so you can go back and look at that. I've used a sealer from Distracted by Diamonds. I don't know if they carry it anymore, but I used that a while back. It seemed fine. So I've never had sealing a diamond painting go wrong for me, but then again, I haven't done it very often. So thank you for the comment. And then Risa Young says, "Hi Anthony, I have this one. I'll plan on Mia's event in January. Yay, okay, awesome." And then Mia said, "I would love it if you would join." And then Risa said, "Absolutely." So good. We've got another person doing Wizard Spell. That's awesome. And going to my vlog episode 113, Lisa says, "Hi Anthony, thank you for the answer on kitting up Jaded Gem Shop. I don't know why I didn't think to do it that way, but the way you do it makes perfect sense. I thank you for always answering my questions. You're always extremely helpful, explain things simply and clear cut, and are sweet about it. I appreciate you." Oh, thank you, of course. I'm happy to do it. Yeah, anytime you need anything and I'm able to provide some sort of info, I will gladly help you out. So thanks for the comment. Then going to my unboxing of Wizard Spell, PDX Mom says, "Very nice looking kit. And really, unless it's the very first time someone is watching, peeking at the toolkit is just fun to see the color of pen, squishy washy, and which cute cover minder you got. I don't have very many DAC kits since they're so spendy, but I wish I had one of those cute tulip magnets. I'm curious how they are going to change the toolkits other than hearing about the things they are taking away." Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I won't say I'm not sure. I've seen their new releases and what's in the new toolkits. I just don't remember it by heart. I know there's some kind of new pen that is filled with putty or something, and then a bigger tray and stuff too. So it seems like even though they got rid of the washi tape and the a couple of the other things, they did upgrade some stuff too, so it still has everything you need to complete a diamond painting. So yeah, I think it looks fine. I do have a cart pending. I just haven't clicked the order button because I'd like to get another finish done. But they released a kit that's I forget the name of it, but it's got a series of waterfalls and it's really pretty. and that's in the new boxes and with the new toolkit. So I'd like to get that. And then they have My Inner Sanctuary restocked from Yume Art, so I feel like I'm probably going to end up getting that. And then there's a Van Gogh that I really want to get from them as well. So I've got these 3 canvases in my cart, but I'm just waiting to see if I'm honestly holding out for if and when they release Apocalyptic Garden from Ivy Dolomore. I really want to see that one go into production. So I keep building a cart, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to place this order. I'm like, nope, keep waiting. So we'll see. But thank you for the comment. Catherine Hauserman says, I have another idea. Your neighbors should give you money for training their dog to not bark constantly. I wish. It's such an interesting dynamic at the house because I honestly don't care that much. That's really the only time that it's impacted me is when I was trying to film. Like today was another Tuesday I was filming. No issues. It was just a blip in the radar. But according to my roommates, that dog barks a lot more than I guess I realize. And so one of my roommates got a dog whistle at like the thrift store, and I believe it is a broken dog whistle. But he was like, oh, okay, this year I'm gonna, once I get this dog whistle, whenever that dog starts barking, I'll just open my window and just blow the whistle, and hopefully that'll like get the dog to stop. And I'm like, well, I don't think it works like that. You can't just be off in the distance somewhere blowing a dog whistle. Like, that's not training the dog, like you have to like physically be there to so the dog can associate that noise with what it's doing. Like, you might as well just be honking your car horn outside, And I was like, I thought that with dog whistles, the pitch was supposed to be high enough that humans can't hear it or can't really hear it, but dogs can. And this whistle is so annoying and loud. It's just like a high-pitched, not even that high of a pitch. It's just like a siren sound. I can't describe it. It sounds like a whistle, but when I thought of dog whistles, I thought it was gonna be pretty quiet so it wouldn't bother me. But all it does is scare me when he like blows on this whistle, and then Apollo jumps up because he's like, what the heck is that noise? It sounds like the beep from a smoke detector, like that pitch. And so I think it's either broken or it's of a poor quality, because all it does, it doesn't stop the neighbor's dog from barking. All it does is freak me out and freak Apollo out. And I'm like, that's actually more annoying than the dog barking, but I haven't told him that yet. I keep forgetting, but I'm like, I need to go online and buy him like an actual, like, legitimate dog whistle, because all he's bought is like a human whistle. He's just bought a regular whistle, and it's really annoying. So I'm just like, I get that you're annoyed by the dog, but what would probably be more effective is just to go have a conversation with the neighbor about the dog barking than to, passive aggressively blow this whistle out your window to like scare their dog, but I haven't broached the conversation. I honestly don't care. But when he is in his anti-dog barking mood, I'm just like, that whistle is so annoying. And it's always at night too, and I'm just like, dude, come on. But I love him, but he's a quirky fella. But anyway, thank you for the comment. Then Alley Cat has a couple comments in regards to my vlog, episode 113. So Alley Cat says, hi Anthony, thanks for another wonderful blog. I sure will be looking forward to the Mookathon. I think I really want to get the full image from Jaded Gem Shop, probably in the largest or second largest size and square drills. Since you already have completed a Zodiac diamond painting, I would love to get your input as to whether you would recommend if I order it with any special drills, A, B, glimmer, metallics, or crystals. Thank you for the input. I respect your opinion. Yeah, I mean, I say why not? Jade's really good at charting that. That particular image, if you get the enhancements, get the high saturation version, I remember Jade has done it in two different versions. The original, which has much more muted tones, and then she upped the saturation a little bit so you get slightly brighter tones. If you're gonna enhance it, I would go with the brighter one, because that color palette, those slightly brighter colors, are gonna lend themselves more to enhancements than all of those muted tones from the original. So I would go with that, and then if you select them, Jade's gonna pre-chart them for you. And I personally can't say, because I haven't worked on a Jaded Gem Shop kit that's had pre-charted enhancements before. So I can't say, but I trust her to know what she's doing in that regard, because she, it's her business. So I would say it would be fine to do metallics and crystals and ABs on that, really, or just pick one or two. I probably wouldn't do all three, but I'm thinking in my head of like that image. There's some really deep burgundies in that. There's some really pretty colors. And I think that artwork would look fine with some metallics, because it has some more of that kind of, those royal hues and those warmer tones. So yeah, maybe try some metallics and crystals. Maybe pick those two and see what you think. But yeah, I would trust her to be able to pull it off. And I do think a lot of Muka's art can support those enhancements. So I don't think I would do all three, but I would pick one or two. And I think any of them would be fine. Personally, I would go metallics and crystals and see where that gets you. So yeah. Alley Cat goes on to say, "Hi, me again. So funny, when I asked you about Zodiac, it was about half an hour before you fielded a question about it. For some reason, I thought you had completed it, not just unboxed it, so I guess I can reframe my question and ask instead, if you were to purchase, what size would you order it in? And would you order any charted enhancements? If so, which ones?" So yeah, I would do, if it was me personally going to buy that kit right now and I was going to do enhancements, I would do crystals and metallics, and I'm going to get the largest size, right? So let me go to the site real quick and look at the renderings. Zodiac. Yeah, I would definitely go with, Vibrant, the Vibrant version. Let me take a look at the neutral. There's neutral. I like neutral too. I'd go Vibrant. What do you think? And as far as sizing goes, let's see. 60 by 80 actually looks really good. Yeah, I would go either 60 by 80 or 70 by 95. So those are the middle two of the four sizes. And that's my recommendation to you, just because 80 by 110 is wild. That would probably end up being what I would get it in, but I'd be getting it in round at 80 by 110, just to account for the round drill of it all. So if I was to do it in square, I'd do 60 by 80, 70 by 95. Either one of those example renderings on the Jaded Gem Shop site looks fine. So I'd pick one of those, whatever you're most comfortable with. And then I would do Vibrant. Oh my gosh, she has so many. So you can get, she also has recommended drill enhancements for the particular kit. So she recommends you either do the Glimmers or the ABs. So I would pick one of those. I do like her metallics. I would maybe even experiment with the metallics. So either ABs, Glimmer, metallic, or two of the three if you're feeling extra spicy, but I probably wouldn't go all three. So yeah, that's my suggestion there. Okay, cool. Like heart. All right. Come on. I honestly have no idea where this is going to end up spitting us out. We're going to end up back at the house at some point. over here's the road we took to get over here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're walking far. We're almost at 2 miles, so I might almost slip around. So, all right, going to my unboxing of Wizard Spell. Lauren, wait, Launch Stone Crocheter. Lawnstone Crocheter says, ooh, thank you. And then Sabine says, hi, Anthony. First of all, I want to say I love your videos. I always watch them while diamond painting, and you keep me company. Second, I'm so relieved that I'm the only one sounding like a rhino when climbing a hill. And third, please don't let anybody get under your skin when it comes to your content. You make wonderful content, and there are always people who get a kick out of being disgusting. Just ignore them and continue being amazing. And by the way, congratulations on your 3,000 followers. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been awesome. And I just put up the 3,000 subscriber video a couple of days ago. And so that was fun. And I'll be doing the drawing for that at the end of this week at the time of filming this. And I'll be announcing the winner at some point in the following vlog. So yeah, it's a blast. I have so much fun doing it. And yeah, I try not to let stuff get under my skin too bad. I'm getting better and better at it for sure. And I'm just learning, like, you know, I don't have to feel like I need to respond to anything necessarily or like justify it. I can just delete it or not respond and just move on, and kind of getting past that feeling, you know, that need to have a response or a justification or something. I think that's going to be the next phase, is just not, you know, not worrying about it. Especially, like, I forget who the name of that commenter was. It was like Kiss My Crafts or something like that. That was like, you're disgusting or whatever. I think that was the only time that person had ever commented on any of my content, and I'm like, okay, so you know, crawled out from wherever. Or someone was like, oh, go watch this video, you're gonna hate it. It's like, well, of course you didn't like it, you know? Like, it seems like they were seeking out that video because someone told them to go watch it. Maybe a friend or a friend of a friend or whoever was like, oh, he posted about that thing from last year, you're gonna hate this. And it's like, of course you're not gonna like it, you know? It's like, if you're looking for a reason to be upset, then I can't help you there, you know? So, and I haven't seen another comment from whoever that, you know, that person since, so I'm pretty sure that it's just like a one-off, I don't like you, and then slunk back off into the darkness. So it's just like, okay, you know, whatever, like. So yeah, just learning to, like, let folks like that just kind of roll off my back and just kind of eye roll and be like, okay, you know, go back to wherever you were. Go be angry somewhere else. But yeah, it's just like, give me a break. So yeah, just kind of learning to, like, just kind of laugh that stuff off, and I don't even feel obligated to engage. It's like, you know, so I think that's going to be kind of the plan going forward, especially, you know, hopefully, and, you know, ideally the channel continues to grow. You know, I have to be willing to just kind of let stuff like that just slide on by, because it might happen more frequently, you know. That's just kind of the nature of how, you know, growing a YouTube channel or like a community around you goes, is, you know, all different types of personality types and folks might swing by from time to time, or decide to engage, and, you know, they might have a different understanding of how they engage, you know, as far as like comments go. So I just have to be ready for anything, you know, and not feel like if someone leaves a comment that I don't particularly like, that I have to, like, you know, slam on the brakes and address it in detail, you know. I don't have to do that every time. I'd rather spend my time engaging and responding to the folks that are here just looking to chit chat and all that stuff, the folks that have been around and new folks. So it's just kind of like, where am I going to give my energy, So I'm not going to put out a bunch of energy trying to like defend myself or, that type of stuff. When I know what my intentions are and were. So that's that's that. So anyway, thank you so much for the comment. We're gonna turn around because we're starting to get some sprinkles and we're already at 2.2 miles. So, all right, going to my unboxing of All Is Vanity by Charles Allen Gilbert. My mother, hello mother, says this is one of my favorite prints. Okay, let me take a screenshot because I might just do that for my mom. Okay, well, my mom wants All Is Vanity, so if mom wants it, she's getting it because I'll tell you what, I don't have the one that I was going to do for her anymore because we've already discussed it, but I no longer support or I just don't want anything from that business in my home. So I ended up getting rid of my Muka panel, amethyst, I think it was, from the gemstones kits. I ended up giving that away. So I don't have that kit anymore, and that was the one I was going to do for my mom because it had both irises and the color lavender. So she now just told me that there's another option out there. Dang it, I might have to kit that up. I wasn't planning on working on that one. Well, I was, and then I wasn't, and now maybe I am again. Dang, how will I... That's got to be a Christmas gift. That's going to have to be a Christmas gift. Yeah, how will I do that? Maybe I can start that one in October. I need to write all this out. That way I don't forget. But I'll need to figure out how to work All Is Vanity in. Okay, and then going to my kickoff for Summer with the Masters, Miller Time Mama says, love the intro and outro. Keep the Muka train rolling with poster for Gizmonda. Yay! Yeah, I'm super excited to see so many folks that were continuing their Jaded Jamboree projects into Summer with the Masters or using one of those released kits for Summer with the Masters. That's really cool. So thank you. And then Colin Mishka. So Colin Mishka, I'm just going to, if you are, because it looks like you left about a dozen or so comments in regards to one vlog, just kind of commenting in real time as you are watching the video. So I'm just going to thank you so much for the comments overall, because a lot of them are just like one word or like, oops, I meant to say this. So I don't remember that exact video beat for beat, so I wouldn't be able to be like, oh, when you mentioned just wow, I don't know what you were just wowing necessarily. That's fine. That's totally fine. And it looks like you do listen to the vlogs. If you want to respond kind of in real time like that, that's totally fine. I get it. Sometimes I like to do kind of the live commentary. I used to do it on Twitter way back in the day, like watch-alongs and stuff. But if you do have like a specific question or you want just like a general comment to be, I'm more than happy to read it or them aloud during future responding to your comment vlogs. Just kind of summarize like, oh, thanks for the video, and like, I'm not trying to direct you. Do whatever you want to do, but just keep in mind if you're leaving like 10, 15, 20 comments in regards to one video just as you're watching it, I won't be able to respond to every single one as you're... Okay. Enough grass. That's enough grass. Sorry. Vetoed. I won't be able to respond to like every single one or know exactly like what the context was if you're writing like, wow, so cool, you know. But I appreciate you watching. It shows that you are like a very active listener, which is amazing. And I am going to go through and like and heart all of them. And yes, it is Pride Month. Whoop whoop. They said, I watch your videos and yearn to come back to Colorado. Oh, that's awesome. I'm just going through and liking and hearting all of these. 1 second. Okay. Cool. All right, and then going to my kickoff for Summer with the Masters, Lucky Dragon 04RN said, this is such a vibrant canvas. Ugh. If I was participating, I would choose this one too. Thanks for sharing. Of course, thanks for watching. And then Miller's Hi Mama, in regards to my shop spotlight for the Creativity Squirrel, says, love this interview. Exciting to learn about a new to me shop. Yay, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to do, and I'll keep doing them. My vlog episode 112, Susan KG says, great video. I love mountain scenery. Your relationship with Apollo is heartwarming. I have 3 Pommies and they are my babies. The Muka event sounds interesting. I'll definitely be on board. Yay! Okay. Yeah, so just be on the lookout. I might as well just lock it in because I don't see myself changing this. It's going to be November, December this year. So be on the lookout for an announcement video from me here and on my Instagram in October, an announcement video for it with all the details. But if you're listening, you've heard me kind of hash this out in my own head. No new start or finish required. It'll be a 2-month event focusing on all things Alphonse Muka. So anything that he created will be allowed. No new starts, no finishes. It can be a whip from any other event or a new start. It's completely up to you. Any shop, any size, any drill style. And I will do a Google Doc for a registration form, and there will be prizes. I haven't reached out to any shops about potentially sponsoring, but I will. So I will do maybe just a single grand prize at the end of the whole shebang. It just depends. I don't know what that'll look like, but it will be a register for the event. I'll provide a hashtag, all of that good stuff. So I will make sure that gets announced at the beginning of October, so you have a full month to plan and prepare and all of that stuff. But it is happening. So if you're like, oh, I'd like to get even more ahead of it and maybe order from Jaded Gem Shop or something, I say go for it, barring some sort of life emergency on my end. I won't change that, because it should be a pretty easy setup for me. And I'll most likely do maybe 2 videos a month. 2 videos a month, so 4 videos total. Maybe taking a deeper look at Alphonse Muka's life or focusing on particular pieces. And I will reach out to Jade again and touch base with her and see if she's willing to do like either a special release specific to the event or just release a bunch of Mukas. I don't have a preference either way. I sent her the images that I was hoping to have produced for the event. I just need to touch base with her. I know she's super busy. So yeah, it's happening. I'm just gonna lock it in. So Summer with the Masters will wrap up July 31st. I'll take August off. September will be a question of reality paint along. October off. November, December, Muka Mania. That's the rest of the year. We might as well just lock it in. So hopefully that works for you. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. And then going to my Whip and Jam episode 9, Alana Yorger says, Anthony, I love the music. Believe it or not, a 67-year-old that likes electronic music. Can't make this stuff up. Hope you're having a great time on your vacation. I was. Thank you for watching. And then Alice Weissman says, love the music, love all your videos. Oh, thank you. And then Aurora Glow Queen says, great electronica. Yay, thanks. I'm glad everyone liked it. I was a little worried how that would go over because it's not my normal like folky, peaceful music. So yeah, just changing it up a little bit, but I'm glad you liked it. Then my vlog episode 113, Sabine says, hi Anthony, regarding how fast you finish your kits, do not be insecure about comments about your time frame. Some people just paint faster than others. I work 40 hours and more a week, have a gorgeous dog, white shepherd called Merlin, and a family to take care of, not to mention friends I try to meet every now and then, but I finished 10 kits in the last 2 months. Nice. Most of them medium to large size. So please continue telling your start and end dates and keep your spirit. Yeah, it just kind of like, I don't know. It doesn't like break me by any means. It's just kind of like, I wonder about people's like intentions, and if I should be responding like, oh, thank you, like sometimes I just don't know how to take it. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I just omit the start and end dates, then there won't be anyone like keeping tabs, But I think I'm just reading into it too much. I'm gonna leave things the way I normally do. And to be honest, as far as like Instagram goes, I really have and even like some of the descriptions for my YouTube videos, I keep it pretty straightforward. Like I don't write like a novel in there about all the things, because I think like the meat and potatoes of it is the actual video itself, or the actual image on Instagram itself. So I used to like try to go into detail about, here's every single enhancement shop I went to, and here's all the, everything I could possibly think of to provide in a single Instagram post. And I started to just crunch that down to like, all right, I finished another row. I'm struggling with this, or I'm really enjoying that. Let me know what you think. Bye. So I try to keep it simple, because it's really about the actual, it's like, to me, it's about like the video or the image itself, as opposed to like a super long description. So I don't know. I could also see myself posting a finish and review on Instagram or on Facebook and not even talking about like start or end dates. But yeah, if I do when I'm filming actual finish and reviews on YouTube, I'll keep it. I'm not too worried about it. I think I was just being extra sensitive that day. Okay, let's see. Currently, I'm working on Winter from Alphonse Mucha for Summer with Masters, yay, as well as on Groovy Girl from Hannah Lynn for DP June Pride and All Things Rainbow. Oh, nice. Happy painting and greetings from Austria, B. Okay, awesome. So B, not Sabine, B. I think I can remember that. Thank you so much for the comment. I appreciate it. All right, and then our finish and review of W.T. Benda, 1922. Oh, we're going way back. Avery says, this is absolutely the most fabulous and beautiful canvas I have ever seen. Oh, wow, okay. I love it so much. You did an amazing job on it. The detail and texture in the fabric and masks is beyond anything I could imagine. It's just amazing. Thank you so much, Anthony, for showing this to us. It deserves to be in a museum. Thank you so much for the glowing review. That was such a fun kit to work on. I would absolutely do that one again. I had a blast enhancing that. I think that's one of the kits I've spent the most money on enhancing. Yeah, that was a ton of fun. I was a little worried about how it was all going to churn out, because it was, fairly computer rendered. And so I was like, I'm really just kind of jumping into this blind, but I love it. It's hanging in our kitchen right now. So yeah, thank you. All right. Going back to my unboxing of Wizard Spell, Aurora Glow Queen says, the colors are magnificent. There's confetti, all right, a beautiful piece. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how that one turns out. I'd like to really enhance the heck out of that one too. We'll see though, we'll see. Well, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I can't remember if in the unboxing I was like, I'm just gonna do it straight up, but the more I think about those colors, the more I'm like, I could do this and I could do this. So we'll see how that turns out. Going to my Whip and Jam episode 9, Michelle Callender said, it's nice listening to styles of music that I wouldn't normally choose. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. I'm going to keep trying to mix it up. Let me just get past these folks 1 second. Okay, and then I think we finally crossed the threshold into responses for Summer with the Masters. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to skip all those for now. Then we've got my vlog episode 114. Diamonds and Doxy says, wait, you worked on a cruise ship? I bet you got some great stories. Thanks for keeping me company while I work on Primrose. Can't wait to hear all about your vacation. Yeah, I did. I worked on a cruise ship for a couple of years shortly after college because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I wanted to get away from northern Colorado and just experience something new. And I had already been to Hawaii twice on vacation and loved it. And so I asked my mom for help because at that time she was working in HR and was doing hiring and stuff. That's kind of how I got my entree into my current career, is because my mom does it as well. So at the time she was working in HR in like talent acquisition, and so she kind of had her finger on the pulse on like job openings and job postings. And I think I was still taking a couple classes. I forget what the situation was. No, I must have just been working. I was just working, didn't know what I wanted to do, still living at home. And she sent me an email. I must have already told this story. She sent me an email. Yes, I have, because people roasted me for what I did to my mother. She sent me an email and was like, what about this? Hee hee tee hee ha ha. And it was for a cruise ship, just working as wait staff on Norwegian Cruise Line's Pride of Hawaii ship. And yeah, she sent it as kind of a joke because I'm a mama's boy and a homebody, so it didn't seem like something I would do, just be like, bye. And so I went to the interview. They moved me on to the second interview. I passed that. They had me go and do a physical and drug screens and all that stuff. I passed all of that. And then they told me I had the job and I was leaving in like a week and a half or 2 weeks. And I hadn't told my mom the entire time, like, oh, I'm interviewing for this place. I think I might get it. I'm going to do this. A, because I didn't know if I was actually going to land it. B, because I was scared. And just, I don't know. I just kept it to myself. And C, because I was like, part of it was also like, oh, you want to send me this job? Well, I'm going to actually go and get it. And so I waited until like a week before I left, and I was like, guess what, Mom? And she's like, what? And I was like, I got the job on Norwegian Cruise Lines and I'm leaving on Monday. And she was like, what? And I mean, she wasn't mad. I'm a jerk. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just like, sometimes like, I'm like, you know, it'd be funny, and it's not funny, you know? So I'm still like that, but definitely like in my college and teen years, I was like, oh, I'll show her, you know, send me a job posting to go leave, you know, the state, and, you know, really leave the state, and I'm going to go and do it, you know? So I don't think she was expecting me to do it, let alone hiding the fact that I was pursuing this job, but I did. And I've apologized. And I don't think she was that, like, I think she would have wanted to know so she could mentally prepare herself, but I think she also was like, it's time for you to, I'm sending this to you like tee hee ha ha, but also like wink wink, nudge nudge, like let's get moving with life here, you know? I think. I don't know for sure, but I think. So I think I shouldn't have waited that long to tell her. But also, it was, at the end of the day, it was not that big of a deal, and I think she was kind of relieved that I pursued it. So, yeah. But I think I've already told that story, and a lot of people are like, how dare you do that to your mom? And you might know, you weren't commenting on that story, because it's a fairly recent recent vlog that you responded to. But yeah, I do have some stories from the cruise ship, most of them completely positive. I had a great time. I've met so many friends. Last year when I went to Nashville, that was to go see a friend that I met on that cruise ship, and another friend from the cruise ship. I had a roommate when I got back into Denver who I met on the cruise ship, and he relocated he was living with his parents in Miami, and he moved to Denver so we could be roommates, and he kind of started his career in culinary arts here in Denver, and then he moved to New York. So I've met several friends, and I still have friends from way back then. I mean, that was 2006, so almost 20 years ago. And I plan on going to see Matthew and Luke and Sebastian again in September. So yeah, thank you for the comment. All right, let's see. We've got a whole another mess of comments for the Mooka video, so I'm just gonna stroll right on past those. Thank you all so much for the comments. I appreciate it. I think we're up to like almost 200 comments on that one video. All right, going to my unboxing of Voyager. Jennifer Murray says, I hope you're having a super, super exciting time so far. Can't wait to hear all about your vacation. Thank you. I was having a great time. And then Gray Lagrin says, hi, I got it in squares. I thought the art was gorgeous. Looks like it has been archived. Yeah, I saw that too. I noticed that after I had filmed the unboxing, because I go up to edit it and I needed to pull the original image, and I went to go type it into Diamond Art Club site and it wouldn't pop up, and I'm like, what's going on? So yeah, it looks like it's been archived. So that might be a rainy day kit, because I ended up not kitting it up. I ended up just bringing Lotus with koi fish with me, so that might end up being a rainy day kit for me, since I won't be able to get my hands on it again. But thank you. And then Lisa says, welcome home, Anthony. Can't wait to hear your adventures. Ooh, I have this one in my stash. I love everything about her, from the waves in her shirt to the clouds in her hair and the stars and planets circling around her head. She's just really interesting and pretty. I don't enhance, so I'll be super excited to see what you do with her. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you have it, and I'll certainly keep you posted. And then Diamond Painting Craft says, I did that canvas. It came out beautiful. Oh, yay. I want to save it now that it's archived, but I also really want to work on it. I say that about everything. Okay. And then I'm just going to say user H instead of reading that entire thing. If user H, if you recognize your comment and you listen to these, if you have a name that you're willing to share, let me know. That would be helpful. It might take me a few videos to remember it, but it would be helpful. In regards to Voyager, says, I bought this one when it was released and I've been saving her for something special. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, I don't know, I'm on the fence. I might have to do the same now since it's discontinued. And then Mia says, I really like the image and was sad it came in round. It came in round and square. You could have gotten it, Mia. You could have gotten it, and now it's gone. Yeah, that was the only one that came, or that was not the only one, but that was one of the kits recently that have been coming in round and square, and it kept coming out in square, and I was like, enough, give me round, and it finally re-released in round, and I snagged it. Because we are on different wavelengths. Well, I do both square and round, but I think I like rounds better. They just, to me, they go faster, and as long as it's big enough, then I feel like I don't lose too much detail. I don't mind squares either, but rounds they just move and groove for me, and I find that I can enhance them easier with DP with sparklers. So we've talked about that several times, but anyway. Okay. Sorry, just scrolling. Scrolling. Okay, going to my vlog episode 115. Let's go to Cedar Point. Jennifer Murray says, oh my, looks like you had a blast. I'm exhausted just watching. Makes me very excited for my lazy Alaska cruise in September. Thank you so much for taking us along. Can't wait for your vlog with all the details and overall thoughts. Of course. Thanks for watching. That was so much fun. Even putting that together, that video together, was like, oh, it was a blast. It was a blast. So yeah, thanks for watching. Nova Scotian Hiker says, glad you had an awesome time. Yeah, I did. Thanks so much for watching. Then Michelle Calendar says, looks like so much fun. Have the best time ever. Oh yeah, it was awesome. And then Susan A says, welcome to Ohio. I hope it lives up to your dreams. I'm in Akron. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think, isn't that like a couple hours south of Sandusky? But it was amazing. I was telling everyone about it when we went to Waterworld this past weekend, about how much I loved Sandusky, or at least I loved Cedar Point, you know. But even driving around Sandusky, I went to Ulta and I bopped around in Sandusky, and I mean, it's pretty small, but it has like a little shopping center and stuff, but everyone was very friendly to me. And the service that I had, you know, customer service experiences that I had were all incredibly positive. And so I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about Sandusky. I was very pleased. And Ohio in general, I had a good time. I don't think I could see myself living there necessarily, but definitely up north, like Michigan, Minnesota, I could see myself closer to the water, to one of the lakes. So, yeah. Emily K. Witcher said, oh, whoops, sorry. Sorry, Emily, if you do listen to my vlogs, that was a Summer with the Masters video response, and I'm skipping over those because those are just what I learned about Mooka, comments. So, okay, going to my vlog, episode 115, back to the Let's Go to Cedar Point one. Mia says, yay, it sounds like you had an amazing time at Cedar Point. Love all the pictures and little clips. So Anthony, I have to know, are you a roller coaster screamer? So many of these rides look like they were great fun. Oh yeah, I am. I mean, I don't scream. I guess. To me, scream is full on like just full throated. I do more of like a woo, yeah, la, la, like that kind of scream, but not a full like unbridled, scream of terror. I have a measured scream, but yeah, I do. I'm vocal on roller coasters and rides and stuff because they're just like so much fun. You know what I am? I'm a laugher. When I'm scared and going down those hills, I'll just be like, oh my God, and just like cackling. I cry, like I'm always tearing up. Like I was tearing up on all of those roller coasters. Because the speed of them and the wind hitting your face makes me tear up, but just like laugh crying from just how like wild and absurd it all was. And like, I remember I was on that one called Valraven that holds you at the top and then drops you down. There was an older couple sitting next to me, and it was the first time I had gone on it, and I was just like, oh my God, geez, Louise, and just like laughing. And they were just rolling on the floor because I just had never experienced anything like that before. And so they were just like, I'm sure they had been there plenty of times. Hi. Hello. And so they knew what to expect, and they were just like laughing at my reactions. Yeah, they don't let you film on any roller coasters at Cedar Point, which is a smart move, but it would be fun to just like see everyone's reactions and stuff. But yeah, I guess, yes, I am, but not like just in terror. It's more of joy, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but it is measured. It's not just a full-throated like, ah, ah. I'm just like, woo! Like, it's more like that. So anyway, and then Susan Itkin says, thank you for taking me to Cedar Point. I'm so glad your vacation exceeded your expectations. It makes me so happy to hear you talk about going on roller coasters, and your room was right on Lake Erie. That's awesome. Great video. I'm exhausted just watching it. Yeah, it was a lot. I feel like I'm still kind of coming back from it and like trying to just get more of my energy back, and like different parts of my body have become sore and then stopped being sore and then become sore. Like it was definitely my legs, my thighs, my feet hurt for a couple days, not terribly, but just were sore. I could still walk Apollo and all that stuff. And then my shoulder, the one that I had surgery on, kind of started hurting a little bit a couple days after we went to the park. And then this past weekend we went to Waterworld, and I, was throwing myself down these water slides and stuff all day and carrying these big old 6-person rafts up these hills to ride in, because you carry your own tubes up. And so then my shoulder started hurting again on Sunday, it still hurts today, but now my tailbone hurts. I think I thwapped my tailbone going on one of the body slides or something, because now that hurts a little bit. So I'm taking it easy on the on the man-made inventions that throw you around up and down. I'm trying to be better about. I'm gonna take a break from those. So yeah, hold on. So yeah, I'm going to try to be a little bit better about those. Let's see. But yeah, I'm recovering, and I had a fantastic time. Thank you so much for watching. And then Lisa Noof says, "Hi Anthony, what an awesome view of the lake from your large deck. I guess you didn't use it much though, with all the time you spent walking and going on rides. Sure looked like you had a great time. Thanks for the tour." Of course, thanks for watching. Yeah, I sat out there for a little bit each night before I went back inside, or I would just stand out there and listen to just the water and stuff, because I find that incredibly peaceful. But yeah, I didn't hang out there. I was in and out, in and out, in and out. Next time. But yeah, we're getting close to the end here, but at the same time, my battery is at 8%, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap the battery out real quick, and then we'll finish up this last leg with a few more comments. So give me just one second. We're ready to keep rocking and rolling. Quick battery swap there. Oh no. Hold on. Okay. Come on. Sorry, and now I'm gonna have to re-scroll it. It reset. Sorry. Give me a minute. Okay. Now then I have to go re-scroll past all of the... You know what? I don't want to waste your time. I was like, let me just go through and like and heart all these since we're here, but I'm not going to do that because that'll take me forever. Hopefully I'm getting to all the comments. If I miss yours in this run, like you're like, hey, based on the timeline, he should have responded to mine, I might have scrolled past it. It might have got lost in the shuffle from the Mooka video comments. But once I get back home, I will go and like and heart all of those. And then I'll be able to clean this up, because right now I'm having to like sift through all those. And they come in, like there's big chunks of them, and then there'll be like one or two, and then they'll go back to it, that type of thing. So, okay, I think we're back on track. User IH, I'm just going to say that, says, wow, that was amazing. You're very good at filming and adding still photos. I feel like I was there with you. Oh, yay, I'm glad you liked it. And then going to my vlog, episode 113, Von Kaiser says, we as humans, maybe it's just Americans, seem to have it bred in us that we're not doing something productive. If we're not doing something productive, that it's not valuable. Hence the guilt we put on ourselves in time spent diamond painting, or feeling like we have to defend it. I get those feelings too, and I don't even have anyone making comments. I spend a lot of time on it and working pretty quickly. Henry Clive's Mermaid took me only 3 weeks. Oh, wow, that's awesome. But guilt, you felt guilt. I don't even put much on my own Facebook because people will think I'm boring. I spend too much money, don't do anything else, but I don't feel guilty while I'm doing it because I love it, it's relaxing, and I end up with pretty pictures. At least I'm not just watching TV, and now I'm judging someone else's personal free time. I know your commenters didn't mean anything bad, probably just wishing they had more time for themselves. Not sure this will make you feel any better, but I think or hope you get my gist. Absolutely, yes, of course I do. Yeah, I think it's right. And I don't know if it's just like an American thing, but I think it might just be a human thing, of like feeling like you need to, or worried that what you put value in, other people don't put value in, and so they might be looking at you sideways because it's like, why are you spending time doing that thing? But you're exactly right. I mean, it's just dependent on what you do with your free time or your relaxing time. And yeah, if you don't have, or yeah, if you struggle to make that time for yourself, or you wouldn't have any time to do anything but productive stuff. I mean, that's just, I know everyone has their own prerogative, I guess. But yeah, and sometimes I do feel a little bit guilty, like especially on like a week like this, like I have the entire week off. I've been feeling guilty because me and Apollo haven't gone and done like a full, 4-hour road trip drive up to like some super scenic mountain spot. Instead, we've just been kind of doing around the house hikes, and I've been doing some diamond painting and filming and that type of thing instead. But it makes me feel guilty because I'm like, I'm not taking enough advantage of this time, and I should be spending, we should be doing full on like 12, 13-hour day hikes because I have the time to do it. But a lot of times when we go on those hikes, those are fun. Don't get me wrong, those are fun. But I just haven't, I want to do them. But the past couple of days I've just been like, we'll wake up and I'm like, you know what, let's just go on a 2 or 3 mile hike right here around the house, and then another one in the evening. That way I can be closer to home. I can get some chores done, diamond painting done, filming done. And I don't think Apollo is any wiser of like, hey, that 4-mile hike wasn't in the middle of nowhere 4 hours away, So I don't think he, as long as he gets out and gets the exercise, I don't think he cares too much. But I just feel bad. I feel like if I have the time to go drive, a couple 100 miles away or whatever, so we can be really remote and he can be off leash just romping, that's better than being here close to town. But I don't know if that's necessarily the case. And I also like it. I like feeling like I'm creating some distance between myself and humanity once in a while. So we will do it. But like today I felt bad because I woke up in the morning. I was like, let's just do something close to home, please. And that's how I felt yesterday. Was like, oh, I'm working part of the day, so let's just do something close to home. So I really want to do something this week. Maybe even camp, but we'll see. But yeah, no, I totally get it. I totally feel you. Apollo, what are you smelling? He is really following the scent of something. He's very intent, and there's one specific thing he seems to be chasing down. I don't know what it is, but he's very hyper focused on some scent that he's picked up. What is it? What is it? But yeah, I feel you. And I agree. I feel like, Apollo, okay, enough. And yeah, I feel the exact same way, but to each their own, like I think one of the things that also is tough is I think that my roommates that I've had since I've started diamond painting want to spend time with me, but they want me to sit and watch TV with them. Joe definitely does, and Jeff definitely did, instead of going either in my room or the crafting room to diamond paint. Hold on. Come here. Easy. What are you smelling? Hi. Enough. I don't know what that is, but I'm done with you pulling on me to get to whatever you think you smell. So they want to hang out, but they want to sit and watch TV, and maybe I could just bring my diamond painting down to the living room or set up something so I could like pretend that I'm watching TV, but I'm just not interested in like, I don't know, we have different things we want to do with our free time. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to sit and watch obscure anime for 2 hours after work or whatever. I want to go diamond paint and listen to a podcast or watch a documentary, or I'll be editing videos as I'm diamond painting. And so our paths don't cross in that way. So sometimes that does make me feel a little bit guilty of like, your roommate's downstairs alone watching TV, and you're very good friends, best friends, and you're upstairs alone in your room doing something else. But it's just like, we have separate interests. But I think most people's default is like just, you sit on the couch and watch TV. That's like your downtime stuff. And so my thing is I'm the odd one out, But I also make time, I'll pick a night or two where I'm like, yeah, we're not diamond painting, or I'm going to go hang out with them for an hour before I go upstairs just to make sure that I'm spending time. But we mostly spend time doing activities. So like, let's go on a hike or a walk, or let's go to dinner or stuff like that. Like, I'm not much of a just kind of plop down. I've got to be diamond painting or doing something with my hands or writing reviews. Because to me, that is productive. Or, that is productive because working on diamond paintings means that I get to post more content on my Instagram, means I have more to talk about on my YouTube channel. So to me, like, it all feeds in, it's relaxing, it's enjoyable. It is downtime, but it feeds into like the content that I'm putting up and kind of like what I'm trying to do on social media. So yeah, I kind of see it in that regard too, as it kind of feeds into itself, but, and it all ebbs and flows, there's some weeks where I'm doing a ton of diamond painting and, less of the other stuff that I do with my free time. And then there's other weeks that I didn't touch it or barely was able to touch it because there's so much going on, so it really just fluctuates. I've been better, I think, this summer so far, and I think probably this year than I was especially last year, of anytime, like when friends or somebody's like, hey, do you want to go do this, or hey, let's hang out or whatever, I'm so quick to drop. If my alternative was to diamond paint during that time, I'm very quick to just drop the diamond painting like a hot potato and just be like, okay, let's go, because I don't want to miss out on those like fun events or like those types of things. Whereas last year there was a part of me, especially like during summer with the masters or like event stuff, or if I was really trying to work on a project, someone might be like, hey, a couple of us are going out tonight or whatever. There were times where I was like, ooh, no, I'm just not tonight. I'm not feeling it. I'm kind of tired. Because I'd rather, my preference was to stay cozy in my home and diamond paint. And I don't really do that anymore. If anybody says anything, I'm like, yes. Hey, Anthony, do you? Yes. Because I don't want to miss those moments. I can always come back to diamond painting. It's not going anywhere. So I've been much more attuned to just, even if it's like not something I necessarily would have a blast doing, I'm like, yes. Oh, do you want to go to this random, gay singles meetup thing? Yes. Even though I might not have a good time. Yes. You never know. It's just to go see. So yeah, but I feel ya, I hear you, and I'm totally in the same boat. But I'm gonna actively try to just kind of work past that and just, this sounds like really counterintuitive to like what I mean by it, but I'm just gonna try to not care so much, I think, because I feel like I end up stressing myself out with like social media and like internet interactions. Not care as in like careless, but like just try not to let things get to me, and just, no matter what, just keep moving forward with new ideas and new content, focus on the positive stuff, and just not worry about like engaging or spending time with the negative stuff, because I don't think I'm going to change, I'm not going to change opinions, by spending 5 minutes trying to like cover my own butt or justify what a video that I put up or anything like that. I just have to gloss over those, and I have to let go of that guilt of feeling guilty for not defending myself or trying to get people to see where I was coming from, and prove my point. Hi. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I feel like, especially when that parody video came out, I spent so much time trying to like step by step walk people through my thought process and why I thought it was valid, and how I process emotions, and just really pouring over all of that, when really I think the people that already knew that were the ones listening to me anyway, kind of preaching to the choir. So I think I just have to, if I do something like that again, where somebody or several people or a dozen people are all up in arms about it for a week until there's something else to be upset about, then I'm not going to give them the time of day. And it doesn't mean that I don't care about criticism or anything like that. It's more of just like, there really isn't a point for me to try to rake myself over the coals, in the name of trying to get people to be okay with the content I put up, as long as I'm okay with it, that's really all that matters. And I hope that I can, I have a good gauge on like what is appropriate and what is inappropriate. So, but yeah, I had some guilt over that, and the guilt about, guilt over the amount of time I do spend diamond painting. Like, oh, you could be taking Apollo on another walk, but the boy we're already at 4.4 miles. He gets good walkies, but it's like, you just start to nitpick yourself and hyper criticize and all that stuff. But I will say that I don't think I'll ever do a video poking fun at other content creators in the space ever again, because I just don't care. I mean, I did care about that situation, and it impacted me, and I thought it would be funny to make jest and poke fun a little bit at these, really mean-spirited people, and just like, this is what it looked like to me, as like a caricature of the bully person online. So I'm going to play those caricatures to my liking. But I don't think I'd ever do that again, because I'm hoping that I don't ever have to watch a video like that, or not have to, but I hope that content like that doesn't come across my purview, or I'm not enticed to get pulled into like watching something like that, or feeling like I should watch it, because they're talking about someone that's really close to me. I don't think I'll ever be in that position again, because I'm just not nearly as invested in the social scene with diamond painting. I've really disconnected myself from like, oh, did you talk to this person? No, but this person said this, and yada yada yada. Like I've severed myself off from the like little, the inner circle of diamond painting content creators, because I learned the people that I want around me are already around me, and just, sometimes being in the dark is just better, and not knowing and not being up to date with all the scuttlebutt and this and that is just better, because I'm much happier as a content creator now And, I've got some really cool content creators that engage with me here on these vlogs and stuff that I really enjoy. But other than that, I'm not trying to like seek out new, like, oh, I'm a content creator too, or I don't know. There was just a while there last year and the year before when I really started my channel where it felt like what I was supposed to do or what I needed to do was like get my name out there with the bigger content creators, get them saying my name in their lives, or feel like, feel included, and, see where I, just be part of the cool club, And now I just am like, ugh, not interested. And I think that's kind of, hold on. Jeez, Apollo. What are you smelling? But yeah, I don't know how else to describe it other than, I just felt like that was what I was to do, start rubbing elbows, learn who, try to get some visibility, make my voice heard. And that's kind of what I did. I would go into like the live streams from the content creators that I had followed when I started diamond painting, like Mrs. Coffee. Oh, excuse me. Like Mrs. Coffee, that type of thing. And like, hi, whatever. And just try to connect with more content creators. And then I forget the chain of events, but I think another big catalyst was a big like bump for me was when I went on to, I forget her name, but it was, oh my gosh. So Christiane and somebody else were doing a live. I feel like her name was Sky, but that wasn't her channel name. But anyway, they were doing a live together, and I followed both of them on YouTube. And so I went on a live, and they were like, oh my gosh, we have a crush on you, Anthony, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, oh, okay, like, okay, now I feel weird, But it was like, then I started seeing like a bunch of people from that live who I'd never heard of before, like, be like, oh, Anthony, I love your content. And I saw like my subscriber count kind of bump up. There was just a bunch of people in that kind of circle, And so that's how I kind of, that was ended up being like the group of content creators I kind of was, rubbing elbows with and stuff like that. And then before you knew it, I think Shay had asked me to do a live for her, not last year, but the year before. Like the first fall that I was a content creator, and that really kind of helped bump me up. I think that's what put me over, I think like 500 subscribers or 800 or something like that was that first fall. And so, yeah, but I felt like that was how I was going to, or how you were to like grow a community and like, just be more present in the YouTube spaces by like being in other people's stuff and being in other people's business and just kind of intertwining with other content creators, even if they were content creators that you wouldn't otherwise, engage with. I hope that makes sense and that, that's appropriate. But yeah, that was the route. And then I felt like, why am I putting up with like, or why am I engaging with and feeling like I'm getting pulled into and putting up with like the he said, she said, and this person's a B and I can't believe this. Like, why am I playing this game and participating in this game when that's not what I like to do, And I felt like in order to be, in this group of folks that have, of content creators, that I had to play the game, they're taking photos. Let's turn around. Let's do one more pass. But I just learned how It's not that bad in diamond. I'm probably not crafting at all, and certainly not in diamond painting. It's not that bad. Like the beauty and skincare space is like vicious. But look at this sunset. Isn't that nice? But there are people that try to bring that kind of like high drama to, I think, everything they do. So if they're a diamond painter, they're gonna bring that over. And yeah, so I just last year, maybe, it's been at least a year, I think, that I was just like, you know what? No, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not interested. It's probably right around when that video went up from those two content creators, where I was just like, I'm just gonna stick with the folks that I enjoy being around, and anytime anyone tries to tap me on the shoulder with a, hey, did you hear about this? Or, hey, someone said this about you, or said this about one of the people that you like, I just started ignoring those comments or messages. I would either not respond to the comment, or no, I would just not respond. Especially on Instagram, there's so many people that have sent me those dramatic, you won't believe messages, and I just left them in the requested area because I'm just like, I'm not doing that anymore. Certainly not anymore. And I'm not doing that because I don't have to do that in order to have a channel that seems to reach people well. I don't have to be tied to this person or this big content creator or anything like that to do my own thing and just make this happen organically. Because I don't want this to be a channel where I'm working towards growing the channel. I want it to be something where I'm working towards providing you with entertainment and company. So yeah, hold on. So yeah, that's kind of just, that all stemmed from that guilt, the feeling guilty. But yeah, I don't know. It's I said this in the 3,000 subscriber vlog video, but it always feels weird talking about this kind of stuff because I never want someone that's new to the channel, new to, hearing me speak and be like, ugh, what is he talking about? Like, so it's hard to kind of like, I want to make sure that no one feels like not included, because, or they feel like, I don't know, I just put off by talking about like drama and stuff. Just know that I feel like I've well moved on past that, and I think that parody video will be the last time that I do anything to reference or call light to like drama, or call back to like previous drama and stuff like that, because hopefully I won't ever be in a position where I'm like, oh, it would be funny to parody this. I don't ever even want to see another original something. I've already unsubscribed and unfollowed and like anybody that I feel like has that tendency to be really dramatic or try to stir the pot on stuff. So I don't think hopefully I'll never have another point of reference to go off of, because I'll never see anything like that again, hopefully. And that doesn't mean that I'm like, leaving diamond painting or anything. I'm just carving my own path, and none of it really has to do with drama or small shop nonsense, or anything like that. Everything's just kind of a level playing field for me now. And I do have content creator and small business shop folks that I would consider kind of like crafty pals and friends, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna, grab a knife and chase down somebody that wronged them. They're all adults. And I'm not gonna pull any punches if a diamond painting shop that I'm connected to or have a relationship with the owner or whatever, if I'm unhappy with the product. Everybody has to be treated or put under the same, scrutiny or review criteria. Otherwise, then all of my content all of my reviews would be worthless, right? Like the integrity would be lost there. So you better watch your back, Jade. No, I'm kidding. She knows. But anyway, we're at the end. I of course, as per usual, ended that with a random tangent. But yeah, I'm gonna end on that comment. I think we're about 6 days behind now, so I'm keeping up relatively well. I know that we've gotten a lot of comments coming in over the past couple of videos, so we'll see. That 7 days might be a lot of comments, 6 or 7 days. So I may try to do another one of these tomorrow or the next day just to try to keep up. But thank you so much for coming along. We ended up doing just under 5 miles. Apollo, what do you think? That was a little boring, huh? Yeah, it's okay. I'm sorry. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of it. Otherwise, happy placing. We'll see you next time. Bye. 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 You want to say bye? Oh, good boy. Oh, I love you. What do you want to do? You go home and hang out? Let's go. Okay. All right, bye.